Hi all. Topic for today's video is Introduction to Jenkins. Myself, Kanika Kucheria, on behalf of Techcanvass, will talk on this topic. Now before we start with Jenkins, let's talk on continuous integration, also popularly known as CI. CI is a software development practice where the team members integrate their piece of code into a shared repository. And this is done practically daily. Then the code is packaged into an executable like a jar or a WAR file. Then automated test packs are run over the code to verify the changes and highlight if any bugs occur. Till this part is called as continuous integration. CI works closely with CD, which is also known as continuous deployment. So when at last the builds are verified, they are automatically deployed to a higher environment of test or production, which is called as CD. CI and CD has multiple benefits like long and time-consuming integrations are gone as the code is integrated daily. Early bug detection and quality of delivery are other benefits. On the right-hand side, we can see the CI/CD cycle. So as a first step, developers commit the code. So first step is code commit. Then second is automated build. That is compiling the applications and all its libraries. The third step is automated testing. That is verifying the code changes. And last part is deployment or delivery. That is releasing the code into a higher environment. Now, as we are clear with the concept of CI, let's talk on Jenkins. Jenkins is an open source tool which can be used to automate all tasks related to build, testing, and delivery. It is a Java-based application, so it is platform independent. That is, it can be deployed over Windows or Linux or Ubuntu, etc. It is a highly extensible product as its functionality can be extended through a variety of plugins. For example, Ant, Maven, Shell, email notification, and the list is long. So this is about Jenkins. Now let's see where the Jenkins lie in the whole CI workflow. So as a first step, the developers commit their code into Git or any other code repository. So Jenkins will monitor the repository and checks out the changes on the CI server. So this is the first step. And then this, as a second step, it will process with the build task, which may be written over Maven or Ant or some other scripts. On successful build, it then triggers the automated test pack, which may be written over Selenium or some other tool. Now, on success of the automated testing, it notifies the team of successful build or raises alert if any failures occur. Then, the build could be promoted using Ansible scripts, which is the continuous deployment part. Also, continuous monitoring can be done over build using the Nagios. So this is the whole CI workflow and the task of Jenkins in the CI architecture. In the market, there are several tools available for CI. Like first, we have seen Jenkins. Next is the Travis CI, that is this one, which is an open source tool. Next is the TeamCity, which is a product from JetBrains. The other tool is CodeShip, which is a hosted CI platform. And last but not the least is the GitLab, which is a rapidly growing CI tool. There are many other tools also available apart from these 5. Now coming back to Jenkins, let's see its installation and setup. Jenkins can be downloaded as a WAR file from the link mentioned in the presentation, this one. Once we have downloaded the WAR file, we need to go to that path and then execute the command which is written on the screen, that is java-jar jenkins.war. After execution of this command, once the Jenkins server is up and running, we need to hit the URL which is mentioned here, and thereon we can access the Jenkins dashboard. Now let's have a look on the Jenkins dashboard. This is our Jenkins dashboard, which we can log in using an admin user. On the left hand side, there are different links. First is a new item, from where we can create any new job. The other important link is Manage Jenkins, through which we can configure our Jenkins. Inside this, there is an option of download plugins or manage plugins, through which we can download any required plugins which we need. On the right hand side, we can see the list of our jobs and the details of each. So here on the first tab, it is the status of the last build for that particular job. The second is the monitoring part, that is whether the number of builds on that particular job has been successful or failed. So accordingly, it shows as sunny or rainy. Then it shows when was the last successful build and the duration of the last build, and the link if we want to reinitiate any build of that particular job. Now let's see how to create a job in Jenkins. Once we have downloaded and installed Jenkins, the screen will look like this. We can log in using an admin user. Then we have to use this link called Create New Jobs to create our first job. Then this kind of screen will come. So here we need to provide a name for our job and select the type of project. For the start, we'll use the freestyle project. Once we have given the name, we need to configure our job. So first part is the description. It is an optional thing. So we can write the description, what our job is meant for. Next step is the SCM part. So here we'll configure our code repository. So for example, if we have SVN, we'll provide the SVN URL. If we are using Git, we'll give the Git details. For our example, I've used the local file system. So I've clicked on this file system part and given the path of my file system. After we have configured the SCM part, the next is the build task. So in this build, we need to configure the step that we want to perform as a part of build creation. So in my example, I need to execute one jar file command. So I have selected execute Windows batch command and provided the command here. In other examples, we can use Ant or Maven script. So if our build scripts are written over Ant or Maven. Now once we have done those changes, we need to save and apply those changes and then come back to our home page. On the left hand side, there is an option of build now. We'll click on this. Once we have clicked this, a build will be scheduled and the progress of that build will be seen here. We can also see the output, that is the console output of that build in this link. So all the output of that particular build step is shown here. So we can see whether the build has been created successfully or any failures have occurred. So this was all about Jenkins and how to create a job in Jenkins. Hope you have found my video useful. Keep tuned for more videos on Techcanvass. Thank you.